Good day everyone. For today's video, I will be discussing 10 most grammar errors and I will be stating 20 examples for you to understand. The first common grammar error is that subject-verb agreement errors. A mistake a lot of people make when writing is that the subject and the verb don't match. For example, the incorrect sentence is our dogs is running in the park. So, the correct sentence is that our dogs are running in the park. As you can see from the incorrect sentence, our dogs is plural and it uses is. That makes the sentence wrong. So, from the correct sentence, is replace are so that it will connect to each other, which is our dogs is plural and are is plural. That's why that makes the sentence correct. Next common grammar error is sentence fragments. The most common way sentence fragments occur is when the meaning of second sentence is based on a previous sentence. So, for example, the incorrect sentence is I don't like to eat Brussels sprouts because I dislike the taste. And the correct sentence is I don't like to eat Brussels sprouts because I dislike the taste. As you can see from our incorrect sentence, the second sentence is not connected with first sentence. That's why our sentence is wrong. So you have to combine it to make the sentence correct. Next common grammar error is misuse of contractions and apostrophes. A lot of people struggle with knowing when to use a contraction and apostrophe. Whether the contraction is its and its, your and your, there and there, and there. So, for example, from the incorrect sentence is it's cold outside today, and to the correct sentence is it's cold outside today. So, the it is with apostrophe, which means it is. The fourth common grammar error is a passive voice. It's common to see a passive voice when the object is put at the beginning of a sentence as opposed to the end. For example, from the passive voice, the baby was held by its mother, and the active voice is the mother was holding her baby. So as you've observed, the subject in the passive voice is in the beginning, while from the active voice is in the end. The fifth common grammar error is dangling modifiers. It makes the sentence sound awkward and can be confusing to read. For example, after breaking her leg, it was hard to walk. And that is the incorrect sentence. And to the correct sentence, after breaking her leg, Jane found it hard to walk. So from the correct sentence, we can see that it is not awkward now. The next common grammar error is comma splice. Comma splices can sometimes be fixed by using a semicolon, but unless you're a punctuation expert, it's best to correct it with a period or coordinating conjunction. So example, Jesse was tired, he went to sleep. So that's from the incorrect sentence, and the correct sentence is Jesse was tired, he went to sleep. So as you can see, the first sentence was connected with a comma, and the second one is now separate and now form into two sentences. Next is run-on sentences. This happens when two complete sentences are made into one sentence. For example, my favorite pizza topping is mushrooms. They are really tasty. I also like pizza with olives, and that's from the incorrect sentence. And the correct sentence is, my favorite pizza topping is mushroom because they are really tasty. I also like pizza with olives. Next is ending a sentence in a preposition. A preposition indicates that another word will follow. So when you end a sentence with a preposition, it automatically sounds awkward or unnatural. Example, she is a person I cannot cope with. So the word is awkward, diba, for the incorrect sentence. And the correct sentence is, she is a person with whom I cannot cope. So that's from our correct sentence. Next is wordiness. This is really common in student essays and assignments when a student is trying to meet a certain word count. However, it's not a good strategy to use. For example, from the wordy word is, a little bit of rain falling from the sky is necessary in order for plants and flowers to grow. And a better sentence is, a bit of rain is necessary for plants and flowers to grow. So, as you observe, there are many words that is cycling over a sentence. And to be exact, the correct sentence is, you have to state the word to the point to make your sentence correct. And lastly, the wrong word usage. There are tons of commonly misused words that people often get mixed up when writing. So for example, she expected the offer from the university. So the correct one is, she accepted the offer from the university. Our sentence tackles about offer from the university. So we use the word accept because it is connected from the sentence instead of expected. So now I have here more examples about 10 common grammar errors. First example is, I don't understand why you're mad. They're the ones who made a mistake. And the correct sentence is, I don't understand why you're mad. They're the ones who made a mistake. So example number 1 belongs to misuse of contractions and apostrophes. Why? Because as you can see from the incorrect sentence, your becomes your with apostrophe means you are, and there becomes there with apostrophe, which means they are. Next is, which dress did you decide to go to the party in? And the correct sentence is, in which dress did you decide to go to the party? This example belongs to ending a sentence in a preposition, because as you can see from the incorrect sentence, it is awkward to hear the first sentence. Next example is, the book really affected me. And the correct one is, the book really affected me. This sentence belongs to wrong word usage, because as you can see, affected and affected is different, and affected in a sentence is more compatible. Next is, checking in his bag, the book was not found. The correct one is, checking in his bag, he didn't find his book. So this example belongs to jangling modifier, because from the incorrect sentence, it makes the sentence sound awkward and can be confusing to read. The next one is, the wall was painted by Jennifer. And the active voice is, Jennifer painted the wall. So this sentence belongs to passive voice, because as you can see, the subject wall in the passive voice is at the beginning, while from the active voice is now at the end. Next is, I need to go to the farm, because I promised I'd pick up the eggs. And the correct one is, I need to go to the farm because I promised I'd pick up the eggs. This belongs to sentence fragments because from the first sentence, you see that it is two sentences, while from the correct sentence, they are all gathered. Next is, Leela enjoyed the bouquet of tulips John gave her on a prom night. However, she prefers roses. And the correct sentence is, Leela enjoyed the bouquet of tulips John gave her on a prom night. However, she prefers roses. And this sentence belongs to run-on sentences because it made the two sentences into one sentence. Next is, the last point I want to make is that hard work can bring success. And the revised sentence is, finally, hard work can bring success. This examples belongs to wordiness because it is trying to meet a certain word count. Now, let's proceed with the other examples. The children become happier. The correct sentence is, the child becomes happier. This example belongs to subject-verb agreement errors because as you can see, the children from the incorrect sentence is plural and become is singular, and that makes the sentence wrong. And lastly, I am not angry with you. I am not happy with you either. And the correct one is, I am not angry with you, but I am not happy with you either. This example belongs to comma splice because it is fixed by using a comma. And that's all for the 10 common grammar errors. Thanks for watching. I am Cathy Mangas from BSc EdE 1A.